Hi, my name is Ariff. I'm 18 years old. I used to study at the Malay College, Kuala Kangsar, but right now I'm interning at Ariff's Academy, but I'm also a fellowship member for UNICEF's Young Leaders program. So for Mat Youth Summit, I wanted to focus on making smart gardening more accessible to people, and that really plays into a few issues. So there's the climate aspect of it, and also just the cost aspect of it. So if you think about buying vegetables, you don't really necessarily think about the cost or the impact of the climate. But in reality, you can help the climate a lot by planting your own vegetables. So I wanted to make it more accessible for people to do that. Because if you live in high-rise apartments or in areas where you don't have a lot of space or even time or energy to really monitor your plants, I don't think you would necessarily plant your vegetables unless you really have the tenacity to do so. So one of the main issues that I think right now is climate change. It's a very intersectional issue. It not only affects the climate as a whole, but it affects how we live. It affects people who are most marginalized. So for example, the top polluters are some of the most developed countries, but the people who are experiencing the effects of climate change are those in countries where they are still developing and those who we would consider as underprivileged and essentially marginalized. They are quite vulnerable. So how Mat Youth Summit really changed my perspective, it really just highlighted more the importance of having youth voices and empowering youth voices in creating their solutions. For me, joining Mat Youth Summit, it provided me some sort of motivation because before this, I always saw like getting money or funding for projects and things like that to be something quite hard. But through this platform, it like created a catalyst for me to expand more on the project that I've created. And it really just amplified and highlighted more the importance of empowering young people and also having young people voices figure out what to do for the environment. I don't blame them necessarily for feeling overwhelmed. It's like, for example, if you want to work on climate change, that's a big issue. What I could probably say is you could join programs like Mat Youth Summit which empower you and give you a platform and provide you some connections. Or you can even join youth programs that are internationally recognized. Sometimes it's quite hard to start a movement in Malaysia and you could find international opportunities. But you can also start even smaller by just having another friend who shares the same opinion, and from there you can just snowball it. So you want to fight water pollution, so you start initiative to go every Sunday to like pick up trash at the beach, like what Melati Waisin did for Bye Bye Plastics in Indonesia, right? So you could do something like that, and from there, if you have the the energy and the message that you have to bring to the table, then it can just snowball into something bigger and greater.